Hey guys, welcome back. This is video number 3. Okay, so I'm still on Attitude is Everything. I am Marion from Attire and Beyond. Excuse me for not introducing myself in case this is the first video you are turning on to. Marion from Attire and Beyond in Highland, New York, who also wrote a book years ago and right now is just reading it so that possibly it will help somebody the way it's going to help me, as weird as that sounds. I wrote it, but I need to read it now because I'm changing things. And with that, I'm helping others, I hope, by reading it out loud. So here we go. We're on the defensive attitude. Do you act toward others the way you wish for them to act toward you? Think about that. My mother always said, do unto others as you expect them to do to you. I am sure she meant the bad as well as the good, though, because that was my mom. So you'll get to know more about me with this. Oh boy, I am just glad I figured out the right way. Anyway, something to think about. How do you answer someone when they ask you a question or try to offer advice? Do you base your attitude and thought process on the past or the present? I definitely learn more and more every year that some of the things that annoy me or really get me mad are based on the past. So I quickly change them as soon as I know that. Even sometimes when I get like annoyed at people or whatever, it's based on the past. I pick that up quickly and let them know. Okay, so I remember hearing something life changing. We base most, if not all, of our present decisions, actions, and reactions on the past. And I truly believe this now. At 56 years old, I believe it. It is the truth. What if every experience and relationship was fresh and new, as it should be? Wouldn't that make for a better world, better communication, and better relationships? I think so. And I do my best every single day now to look at it that way. I certainly did not always have this attitude in life or about life. My dad would tell story after story of how he struggled with his bosses to show them who was really boss, how he fought, literally fought, with people over the silliest things. He was very spiteful. Mom was vicious and malicious at times. Now I have to add in here that I loved them both because they were my parents and they did the best they could. Back to the book. How the two of them didn't kill each other is beyond me, and I mean that. However, they did kill each other mentally. So beware of who you allow into your space. They really did. Their whole life. Their lives. With learning from the two of them, it is a wonder I ever learned to change my attitude. My mom was always very snippy with her answers. She was defensive and bitchy at times, excuse me. Some of you may be thinking, how can she say that about her mom? But I would hope you rather me speak the truth, which is she had an attitude problem and was very snotty and sarcastic a lot of the time. That is how she was. So I always speak the truth of a situation like this. So I certainly put it out there in my book. I guess my big question for you is, do you react or just answer kindly or normally when someone asks you a question or offers advice? Think about that for a minute. Do you get defensive? Why is it we feel we can get defensive or hurt the people we love and adore most? I learned from my mom to be in defense mode most of my life, but I think I get better and better each year. I do. I don't think anymore. I do get better and better each year. That doesn't mean I'm 100%. As a matter of fact, excuse me, I hear a noise and I don't know what it is. But I'll get back to this. As a matter of fact, I think I am very good at it now, but I still tend to catch myself. Hi.
I just wanted to let you know I left a box of donations.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good day. You too. Guys, someone came in. So I'm going to keep going though. You know me. I don't edit. So I guess my big question to you is, do you react or just answer kindly or normally when someone asks you a question or offers advice? Do you get defensive? Why is it we feel we can get defensive or hurt the people we love and adore most? And I know I read this already, but I'm sorry for that interruption. I learned from my mom to be in defense mode most of my life, but I think I get better and better each year. As a matter of fact, I think I am very good at it now, but I still tend to catch myself becoming defensive with the people who are most near and dear to my heart. Not often anymore, but it does happen. I catch myself most of the time now, even maybe all the time. It doesn't make it any better, but it makes it better for me to learn. Sometimes if a close friend tells me something I do not want to hear, it kicks in. The only defense is now I catch it almost immediately, like I said, and apologize profusely. Before my awakening to the positive, I was a very defensive little bugger. You can imagine with a mom who was defensive, right? Thanks, Mom. I do think I've gotten 90% better over the years, but I am still a work in progress. Aren't we all? I am getting rid of a lifetime of conditioning. Most of the time, this resistance mode comes up for people when they do not want to hear something someone else has to say. Why have an attitude problem with someone for offering an opinion? Believe me, like I said, I'm thinking about it right now. I still catch myself. It can be about ego, which I work so diligently each and every day to edge out. It can just be about knowing what you are going to do already or thinking you are right. It can stem from so many places deep within. It can also come from a past experience when someone either tried to control you or tell you what to do and you did not want to hear it or didn't deserve to be treated that way. I am writing about this because I believe it is one of the major things that can truly hurt relationships. It really, really is. Because if you don't change this, and this is just me talking, if you don't change this in relationships, you'll keep bringing yourself to the next relationship. No relationship is going to get better if you're defensive in every one. Without proper communication and good attitude, it is hard to have a conversation. Without conversation, there is no relationship, whether you think there is or not. You need to be able to have a conversation. This next page is about a positive attitude can get you through anything. And this is written by Robbie Mater. The next story is an example of how your positive attitude can really make a tremendous difference in your life. Robbie is not only helping herself, she is helping other women to know if she can do it, they can too. In September 2011, I went to my doctor because I was having knee problems. Now, this is Robbie. And when I saw her, she gave me the referral to a knee specialist, and she said to me, Robbie, since I never see you much, is there anything else bothering you? I am not a doctor. So I said, well, it's nothing but my left breast sort of hurts like when I used to menstruate. She gave me a referral for a mammogram and an ultrasound, which I went and had figuring it would be nothing. Well, lo and behold, I got a call from her office to come in. I knew immediately that it probably was not positive, as over the years, when I would have tests, they would just say everything is good. But this time, they were asking me to come in soon. Not long after, I was called to have a biopsy, and then the office called and said I needed to come back to see the doctor. They scheduled an appointment immediately, which was unusual, so I knew the news probably was not that good. I can clearly remember the day the doctor walked in, and the expression on her face said it all. I never dreamed I would have cancer. No one in my family had cancer. Since my mother died of a stroke, and strokes ran in my family, I thought that was what I needed to get checked for. I cried and she cried, and my friend was in the waiting room, and as soon as she saw me, she knew I had been crying. I said to her, "It'll be okay. Let's go to our usual restaurant and have a glass of wine." And so we did. Knowing I could not change whatever it was, I made the decision to remain positive and do as I was told. They set up surgery immediately, and I went to the hospital for what I thought was just a lumpectomy to cut the spot out on the breast. But when they did further x-rays, they found there was another mass near the breastbone. So I said, "Just take out the whole breast. It's only a breast, and I want the cancer gone." So with that being said, they did a mastectomy. I had to stay in the hospital that day. When I got home, I was housebound for 2 days. On the third day, I ran a board meeting for a women's club I was the president of. People could not believe I was out and about so quickly. And again, I'm reading Robbie Motter in case you're coming in on this. That was surgery number 1. Surgery number 2 was because they left too much scar tissue, so I was sent to a plastic surgeon so he could fix it all. A day later, I was driving and back on track. The third surgery was for a reduction on my right side. Back on track. The third surgery was for a reduction on my right side. I know I just repeated that, which I was thrilled about, as for years I had big boobs, and now I got to have smaller ones and even be able to go braless if I wanted to. Nice. To me, that was a great gift. It was same-day surgery, and I went to lunch with my girlfriends on the way home. Again, I was home about a day or so. So as you're listening to this, think about how some people would just really, really feel sorry for themselves and just go straight home, and how she wants it to be like any other day, so it makes it better. Then it was time to stretch the area where the mastectomy was done, and a mesh was put in. That surgery was, I believe, the most painful, and I was out of it for 3 days. Then again, I was driving, running meetings, and showing up everywhere. The next surgery was to put in an implant, another easy one. On the way home from the surgical center, I again had lunch with the girls, and I was home for about a day. She's really a strong lady. I am now cancer-free, hopefully forever. I still have 2 more surgeries to undergo. After that, I can have the knee surgery, as I could not do it while I was going through the entire breast cancer situation. Well, what I learned is, don't listen to anyone that had breast cancer, as most of the stories will scare you. And know that everyone heals differently. Everyone is amazed at what I did after each surgery, but I believe it's because I keep a positive mind and know that doing whatever it is I have to do is going to solve the problem and make me better. So that's where I'm going to stop today. There's more. There's much more of her story, another page and a half or so. So I will get back to that tomorrow. So this is Marion from Attire and Beyond, and the book is Anyone Can Live a Happier Life, and I'm just going to be reading it on YouTube for free so that you can maybe get the same thing out of it I might get out of it because I need it right now, and maybe you do too. So thank you so much for joining. If you made it to the end of this, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will have another video. It will be video 4. So this is video number 3. Have a good one.